Hey everybody, real quick before I start the video, two things. One, I'm recording a chunk of this with my phone because I walked out of the house this morning with my camera and no battery. Two, this video is going to get slightly political, but it's more about how awesome small communities are and how we really come together when things aren't right. So with that, back to the video. What's up, guys? Today is March 20th, and as the governor of Colorado has proclaimed it, it is Meat Out Day. Yay! But you can imagine how well that's gone over in the 2/3 to 3/4 of Colorado that's dominated by agriculture. Other than that little strip right along the Front Range, this state is ag-based. We are the number 2 industry in Colorado. And meat producers, so you're talking cattle, dairy, hogs, sheep is a big one, chicken, all of us. We make up a big chunk of that ag industry. So the governor's proclamation is saying today is the day to take meat off your menu and replace it with other substitutes because of all the negative health effects of meat. Now, we can debate round and round and round about the health effects of meat, the benefits, the downsides, balanced diet versus vegan diet versus all meat. There is no clear answer. Everyone's got their own opinion. And in all honesty, that's good. If you want to eat meat, eat meat. If you want to be a vegetarian, be a vegetarian. If you want to be a vegan, by all means, be a vegan. It's when you start creating proclamations and telling people how they should eat, that's when I have a problem. And that's when a lot of people in Colorado come to find out I have a problem. So as the president of our county's Farm Bureau, we organized a couple of barbecues. One was at lunch. They said there was over 600 people served there. Or over 600 burgers served, sorry. Over 600 hamburgers served. That's awesome. I was already at a different event that I had committed 2 months ago before this whole thing came up. Boxed up early. Now I'm racing home to unpack so I can get down to help them with dinner, which starts in 45 minutes, and I'm a good hour away yet. But either way, so I'm racing back to help with dinner. The email I got yesterday, there is 115 events throughout the state going on today to celebrate the ag industry. It's amazing how communities come together. We went around our county asking for donations from different businesses, different individuals to buy up all the supplies we needed for this. Our community went above and beyond. We are going to have a nice pile left over to make our donation to local 4-H and FFA chapters. We told them when they made the donations, we are keeping none of the money. All of it beyond our expense goes straight into a pool for donations for 4-H and FFA. Donations day of, exact same thing. So it's pretty awesome to hear how many people we served. My wife was there today. She kept sending me some pictures and messages. It's great. So I'm going to race home, get a battery for my camera so I can catch some of this on film. I don't know if you can hear the noise. That's wind. It is windy today, so I don't know how well the video will turn out. But I definitely can't use my phone because I don't have a sound guard for it. I need that giant fuzzy thing over there to capture what bit of audio I can. But yeah, we'll go load up, head east, and see how the evening goes. Alright guys, got my camera back. We actually just finished up. Kayla's driving. Pretty sure if I pointed the camera at her, she would stab me. Hey, there she was. Her first cameo ever. Either way, got me an awesome pink glittery apron. I cannot tell you how amazing small town communities are. We raise so much money for 4-H and FFA. We're going to get it all counted tomorrow. The stack from lunch is like that tall. And dinner is not going to be far behind. And she says a couple of donations were 100. So There is a lot of donations. It's going to be awesome to go around sharing all this with the local kids. We had a handful of kids helping. They estimated 600 burgers fed at lunch. So you figure that basically means we fed 600 people, because they were big burgers. Then tonight we had pulled pork and burgers. He said we went through a couple hundred. Didn't know numbers for sure. It was friggin' awesome. I'm going to let that go right there. We'll catch up on this later. Catch up later. Hey guys, so by the time I got home last night, it was dark, and I really wanted to take a little bit of time to think about how I wanted to go about the ending of this video. So as I said, we raised an incredible amount of money. I'm going to have so much fun delivering those checks around to the 4-H and FFA groups. That part is awesome. But the whole reason we're having to do this giant meat fest, meat bar, whatever you want to term it, is unfortunately because of our governor and our current group of senators and representatives in Colorado. So our governor, I have a hard time believing it was a coincidence that not long after he declared Meat Out Day, just a one-day thing. Remember, you can eat meat the rest of the year. It's just a one-day thing. Pretty quickly after that, we learned about Ballot Initiative 16, also known as PAUSE, P-A-U-S-E. If you want to look it up, you want to talk about the legislation that they are trying, or well, I guess this wouldn't be legislation, we're voting on it. You want to talk about absolutely crazy and what it would do to Colorado. So, it makes artificial insemination, which is done for scientific and safety reasons for both the male, the female, and the people that have to handle the animals. It would make that a sexual act with an animal, which is a felony. It would make preg checking, which again, it's done for scientific and safety reasons. It would make that a sexual act with an animal, a felony. Oh, and don't worry, all you dogs and cats lovers, you're in this fight too. Spaying and neutering animals, felony. Yeah. Helping a vet, helping with any birth, felony. So you have, I won't even use cattle in this example, which there's thousands upon thousands, if not millions, of examples of having to help a calf be born, or a cow birth a calf, I should say, for safety reasons, having to help pull it so the calf and the cow both don't die. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about dogs and cats. If your dog, if you're breeding it out and having puppies, that's awesome, and it's having trouble, legally you cannot help. If you help in any way deliver those babies out of that dog or out of a cat, either one, you are now a felon. Congratulations, welcome to the party. I'm glad all you dog and cat lovers get to know how fun it is for us on the ag side. Let's see, what else am I missing? Oh, and best of all, the way they are going to kill the beef industry in the state, because let's face it, that's the whole purpose of this, is to kill all meat products, period. Cattle, which we harvest at 24 months old because it is the most efficient system in the world, now you have to wait until that calf is 60 months old. That's right, 5 years old. We're going to feed it for an additional 3 years because it's nicer to do that. There is zero scientific reasoning, zero benefit to the environment. It's actually a massive detriment to the environment to feed these cattle for another 3 years. The amount of water and crops that would take to feed it for 3 years because you just feel that it's nicer. Not scientifically prove that it's better in any way, but you just feel it's nicer. Yeah. So, buckle up, Colorado. We are in for a long one. Let's not forget about the actual legislation that's going on right now in the Ag Workers Protection Act, in which the sponsor of the bill, a lady from one of the suburbs up there in Denver, I believe it was a suburb of Denver, I can't remember, was caught in the committee hearing lying, reprimanded by her own party members, and then they still voted with her anyways, even though it was pointed out in the hearing that she was lying about the things she was saying in order to get this bill passed. And the latest bombshell to drop, and I just heard about this last night as we were cleaning up, is the state legislature is proposing a bill that would somehow tax our federally subsidized crop insurance. I don't know any details on that. It just sounds like a massive money grab. I'm interested to get more information on that. So, grain guys, welcome to the party. It's not just us animal people. Everyone's involved now. So, keep that in mind. Colorado, they're going after grain, animals, and pets. Sorry. I know I hate bringing politics into the videos. I go to YouTube to get away from politics, but unfortunately, this had to be said. I am doing everything I can to get this information out. If you are a Colorado resident, you get asked to sign the ballot measure for pause. Please, please, please do not sign it. It will affect you in ways that is not even understood fully yet. That is how bad this legislation will be. Or this ballot initiative. I keep calling it legislation. Ballot initiative. That's how bad it will be. I promise I'll go back to talking about tractors in the next video, hopefully. Less politics. Got a goose fraba. Alright. I'm gonna go to the shop, record you guys' next shop tour video that'll come out a week from now. Talk to you guys later.